are my good hats? I can never find anything in this house. I really do not know where my stuff goes. Okay, I can't remember my TV. Why? Why? You don't know what he said? That you need. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Good morning. Good evening. Good day. Money printing. Welcome to the Crypto Live. New York session. Manipulation. I don't know. Not too much manipulation. How are we doing? CJDV, what is up? Steven, how are we doing? 12 Supreme Rabbit. Wesley White, good evening. Thomas, good morning. Sinister Scalper, I was literally looking for a hat. That is why I took a bit. CJDV, it's that time again, guys. I got to get a job. How's everyone doing? Are we making money? Are we shorting? Are we longing? Our price is coming true. We've been aiming for this price target for a real long time. Hopefully, I've helped you guys make a lot of money in this uncertain crash. I know a lot of people thinking we were going to retrace. A lot of people thinking we were going to retrace, guys. This does not happen in a bearish market. Actually, we're not in a bearish market. We are in a full bear market. There is not a bearish market in sight. Now we're in a full bear market. So you're kind of seeing a rapid drop here. Of course, well, I'm not going to say there's going to be a big retrace, but again, we're breaking that liquidity gap here, guys, and we broke it. So we're really looking for that $60,000 on the macro. We're at the bottom of the channel already. I did not think this was going to break, but we might break it. Angela, good morning, guys. Hit that like button. Let's run it up. Shout out to all the new people who subscribed on the live yesterday, guys. We were trending all over YouTube. So it does mean a lot. XRP, is anybody shorting XRP? Crashing and burning. 132. We broke it. We broke it, guys. XRP is coming all the way down to 65 cents or lower. Although I do think Bitcoin's a short here, XRP did break the trend. So you can see right here that we rejected 138. The big XRP crash is coming, and I'm talking full sell-off, absolutely melt faces to the downside, okay? Pyro, good morning. Appreciate you for coming on the live. Let's go. XRP enter short. Yeah. We originally got a short at 163 on XRP. Let's see. So we've got the wick right here. In from 304 printing. I'm crypto trading. You are crushing, man. By the way, shout out to you for being active in the community for beastlimitless.com. People like you, I recognize. And it could work well in your favor in the future, whatever that means, right? So really appreciate it, guys. If you guys are being active in our app and our website, guys, I really appreciate it. I can't always be there all the time. But for the people that are, you guys are keeping the community active. I will say this. I've paid a lot of money for groups. I've paid 10 grand. I've paid 5 grand. This group is the only group active in cryptocurrency. I kid you not. Everybody else is on vacation or they don't have a hot clue what to say because they kept on saying buy the dip. So here's XRP. You're breaking the 382. And you're pretty much going to come down to probably the 618 in the shorter term, which is about 89 to 90. Bitcoin will have some buy momentum now. This is just the reality of it. We're going to have a couple buys. We're going to have a couple sells. We're going to have a couple buys and a couple sells. Here's the thing, though. This daily channel on Bitcoin, guys, was my bottom because the reality is normally we play a channel. But what I'm noticing is there is a possibility that we break that channel. Ethereum is actually breaking that channel. Trying to break that channel. Now, why this is very important, because if you break a macro downtrend channel from the top, this means you're forming a new trend. It means you are just absolutely going to dump. Which I find pretty crazy because I would have expected us to come back maybe at least to about 2,300. It is not happening, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the like button, guys. Let's get this trending for the New York session. I want everybody hitting that like button, guys. We got to get this trending. We're at 12 likes. Let's ramp up the likes. Here's the thumbnail of the day. I always like to show off my thumbnails. Weekly 200 SMA, 66K live crash. There's no other way to put it, right? But Ethereum, you got to pay attention to Ethereum because if Ethereum's breaking that downtrend, that is not good. That means Bitcoin's probably going to slice through it. And Ethereum's already breaking the 618. Which means that Ethereum is targeted for 1,300, 942, and 589. Those are crazy targets. I really don't want to be sharing these type of targets on ETH. BTC hasn't broken below the last 4-year runs, ETH in history. Crazy. Well, it's a new time, right? Olga, can you look at pump, please? For sure. Look, all that matters is we're making money, guys. And I keep saying this over and over again. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. I sound like a broken record, but the trend is your friend. Yeah, Pump Fund was looking really, really good. It was looking like we were going to have a 500% run. And then the market had other plans. Now, Pump Fund is still broken out. We are in an inverse head and shoulder. We are still somehow above the uptrend. No, we're breaking it. We're breaking the uptrend here. So I would say Pump Fund's going to roll over. I don't see it. Maybe it might hold, but the inverse head and shoulder is actually broken right here. This is just an AI indicator from TradingView. We are already forming a lower low from your previous left shoulder. So it looks to me that pump fund will come all the way down to the bottom and double bottom. In another world, maybe we break out, but right now we're just very, very, very bearish. Now I wouldn't be shorting it. I definitely wouldn't be shorting it because we still did break out. So there's a possibility it does go rogue and do its own thing, right? But longing is really, really tough. Finding longs right now, guys, you're going against. This is my best thing. In a bearish market, in my personal opinion, you should only be looking for a short. In a bullish market, you should only be looking for a long because your risk to reward is going to be a lot better in the actual trend. But if pump fund rejects off of that downtrend, then sure, long would be great. Can BTC bounce off 66K? Seems like endless sell-off, not typical for Bitcoin. Well, the typical thing here would be the fact that we broke the 800 SMA. So I know a lot of people are like, what is happening? You know, it doesn't make sense, guys. I knew this was going to happen. We've been talking about it for a while. When you are below the 800 SMA, you are as bearish as you possibly can be. Wall Street uses the 800 SMA as a major tipping point in buys and sells. If you break the 800 SMA, you are breaking a macro trend. Keep in mind, we've been in this downtrend here for 500 days, which means that we could possibly go bear for 500 days. This is not just a quick drop and a bounce. It's not going to happen because we broke the 800 SMA. Sure, you might have a retrace off of the 382, but we're definitely going to 57. And you could just see like butter. We're selling off. We're very close to the bottom here. If you guys are making money in Beast Limitless trading, guys, let me hear it in the comments section below. My Bitcoin short is absolutely printing. Dead cat bounce at some point. But yeah, we're gonna break it. We are gonna break the daily channel. This is actually crazy to me. This goes against all of my rules. Normally, I'm taking profit here. Normally, I'm looking for a long. This is crazy. The bounce will come at 66.4. Argyle, possibility, but after we break this daily channel, it's over. It is absolutely over. Now, you would be breaking a trend from here. There will be no bounce if we break this. We are coming all the way down. You guys got to keep in mind, this is a daily channel from 125K. If we break this structure, we are not going to hold. We are going to drop. So 66.5 to 66.4 would be that potential bounce. With XRP breaking the trend, I don't see a bouncing. With Ethereum breaking the trend, I don't see a bouncing. I know a lot of people got the hope, but Ethereum just broke. You can't tell me Bitcoin's going to bounce at 66.5 or 4 with Ethereum breaking a daily trend. Ethereum is targeting around $1,500 to $1,400 and ultimately $900. Okay, I don't see it holding. If XRP held trend, maybe. If Ethereum held trend, maybe. Of course, anything could happen, but you're dropping for another 8 hours here. XRP short is printing. Let's go, fam. Share your wins at beastlimitless.com. Let's roll it. Let's roll it. Oh, yeah, this is fun. The green on the profit on the shorts are fire. Look at XRP just dumping like butter. Smooth. I'm really hoping nobody's trying to long this. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close to the bottom of that channel. And obviously, we're going to have a bit of buy pressure down here. We got 35 minutes left in this 4-hour time frame. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get this live trending. I think I might be one of the only ones live right now. Up 1,300%. Let's go. Crushing that XRP short, fam. Crushing it, crushing it. So I'm looking at 57 after the break. If we break here, we're going to 57. Okay, so we are getting a bit of buy pressure here, which is fine. Obviously, that is going to happen. But let's see. We broke the 3-day. Yeah, we broke the 3-day. So we already broke the 3-day, which would be to about 50. Well, you're looking at about 61,000 to about 52 ultimately. This next major order block is where Bitcoin should calm down. Shouldn't we long 66K? Yeah, typically, but I wouldn't. But this is not a typical market. So look at hype. Hype is chilling in this region right here. I don't know. It's really tough for me to say getting along in a coin that's somewhat bullish. Yeah, you could technically long hype here. But if we break this conversion line on hype, we'll drop all the way down to 24. Did anybody look at stocks? I said, guys, as soon as Stacks breaks this channel, short it. You have an opportunity, short Stacks at the close at the top here again, and then this thing is going to dump all the way down to the bottom. Low leverage short. But Stacks is looking very, very good off of an 11% drop. All right, let's do a little poll. Who thinks Bitcoin is going to bounce off 66.5 to 66.4? Who thinks Bitcoin is going to break it and come all the way down to the sub 60s? Thoughts on XAU winning wave? I appreciate you for coming on the live. It's so funny when crypto traders talk about gold. So gold already broke here. So I would have been on a short on gold, but we should drop all the way back down to here and double bottom on gold. We had a low rising channel right here. We've got major rejection. And you can see gold pretty much after we break this channel, it is over for gold in the shorter term. So I see us double bottoming here on gold at about 4,500. I can't say gold is going to break it. Like we did break the downtrend, but then we broke on a rising wedge on the uptrend right here, right? All right, guys, moment of truth. I'm saying we're going to break it. based on what I'm seeing everything else do in the market. Look at XRP, guys. You would absolutely be printing if you held this XRP short. We originally got in it around 162. Then I flipped back to Bitcoin. But that is crazy. Look how XRP held this, for how long it held. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run it up. Let's run it up, fam. Solana price target. Okay, so Solana is breaking all my targets right here. So we could see Solana. Well, let's look at the weekly here on Sol. I think I've been pretty honest with everybody of the drop. You know, a lot of people are saying go long many times the past week, guys. But I've seen this before in 2022. Actually, when Bitcoin was dropping down to 16K, I was in Mexico. I couldn't, my internet was so choppy. So Sol in the shorter term about $70. And then around $29. I'm sorry, guys. I got to be real with you. $30 after we break 70, but 70 in the first point, right? Just crazy. Here's what you guys got to keep in mind on Solana. If you guys don't think Solana is going to go these levels, look at the blank space. Solana is a free fall on your VRVP, which actually would have been a really good short here once we broke it. We're going to have a little bit of support around 50, but really you're going to come down to these $20 to $30 levels. And I'm trying not to spew out bear market price levels. I'm trying not to. But don't take my word for it. Look at the VRVP. Solana is going to sell off like butter. Little bit of a range right here around $60. But you're pretty much going to target that $30 region on Sol. It feels illegal to be talking about prices like this. I don't know. I don't want to be talking about these type of prices, but I got to be, right? This is the reality of it. CJDVK, if you guys want to apply for a career at McDonald's, we got McDonald's.com. $15.50 minimum wage. You can work your way up to $18. And if you are, I want unlimited Big Macs, all right? Wow, this is insane, fam. Absolutely insane. We're going to break it, guys. We are absolutely going to crush this. $30 Solana. I'm crazy. Call me crazy then. Call me crazy. I'm just looking at the longer term of the VRVP. I would even call myself crazy. I'll be real with you guys. Like, that's a crazy price update. I would never in a million years think that Solana was going to $30. Okay, so Bitcoin is bouncing off of, obviously, the trend line here. In the shorter term, we'll see what happens. We got 26 minutes left on this candle. I personally don't think it's going to hold. Not with XRP and Ethereum breaking trend. Aave. If XRP and Ethereum held the trend, I would definitely, holy man, look at Aave. I showed everybody this trade setup the other day, guys. And I'll be real with you, Solana could go a lot lower than 30, but let's first talk about 30. Man, that would have been a dynamite short on Aave. I missed out. It's fine. So Aave is coming all the way down to 80 bucks. Just call it like it is. All right, we got to look at Bitcoin, though. Emma, how you doing? How are you? My headphones are not working, so can you reply in chat? For what? What am I replying on chat for? Hello, hope you're doing good. Thank you for coming on the live. Can you still enter any of them? For sure, you can enter Bitcoin once we break this trend. But you're going to see a bit of buy pressure come in here for sure. Like this is the daily trend, guys. The daily trend from 125K. Okay, so if y'all are just joining, Stouffer, dude, I called the market since I appreciate you. Any of the altcoins, stocks would probably be my best short to get into. You've got you low leverage though. We should come down to 23 on stacks in that region. Let's go, fam. Let's go. We are absolutely crashing and burning, printing, profit upon profit. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll look for some coins that are hopefully are on an uptrend but breaking. I know River was looking at a pretty good short. Okay, so River might be getting ready for a short. If River breaks this uptrend, River is going to be a really, really good short from those asking about altcoins. So you're pretty much looking at breaking this uptrend right here and then going a lot lower, pretty much all the way down to $10. I personally could see River drop it all the way to $3. So this is a trade that hasn't really dumped yet. Actually, I could see it going down to $1.50. So imagine, guys, a short from $12.50 all the way down to $4 or sub $1. River would be my top altcoin short, providing we break this. And then you're going to run a stop loss. Low leverage. You can't be using high leverage when you have a coin that's trying to hold this over and over again. But I could definitely see River going to about $1.50. Alts will, Christoph, thank you for coming on here. Appreciate you. Also will get destroyed in the next couple weeks. So yeah, if we look at total 3. Only wish I found this channel sooner. We're a bit newer of a channel, but I'm glad you guys are making money. All my alerts are going off. What is this? NDX crossing. Oh, look at the NASDAQ. Man, I should start doing S&P and NASDAQ price updates too. I've been right on those for the most part. Total 3 is hitting the bottom of the trend here, about to. Actually, I showed you guys this the other day, the total crypto market cap, and I really wanted to be wrong, but we have officially dumped off of the uptrend here from 2022. Now, for the new people, 2022 trend on the total crypto market cap. There might be bounces in the shorter term, but we are breaking this 2022 trend. We're looking at a short-term bounce around 2.19 trillion and ultimately 1.45 trillion. And you can pretty much see over the longer term, if we break this 800 SMA on the 3-day, we're probably going to come down to about 1 trillion. All right, so Bitcoin is bouncing, guys, again, in the shorter term, because this is a daily trend. You guys got to keep that in mind. Like, this is a daily trend on Bitcoin. There's going to be some buys down here. Did I take profit on my Bitcoin short? Absolutely not. There's no signs of a reversal. This 4 hours pretty much dumping for another, well, the 4-hour candle, 19 minutes left here. There's no way I'm taking profit on my Bitcoin short unless I actually get a breakout. With Ethereum and XRP dropping in the total crypto market cap, I would honestly say we haven't even dropped yet. If XRP and Ethereum were still in the trend, I would probably take profit on Bitcoin, because then I would see, okay, we're probably going to have a reversal around 66.5. That's the way I'm looking at it. There's no way XRP and Ethereum is going to pump back up after breaking a macro trend or the total crypto market cap. It just won't happen. Oh, well, anything could happen, but wow, look at the NASDAQ dumping. But look at USDT Tether DOM, guys. We've been looking at Tether DOM. I said 10%. Money is flowing into stable coins. Look at the NASDAQ absolutely playing out this double top. And this has been a trend since April of 2025. Okay, so we got four-hour candle coming up here. Justin, how we doing? What did you miss? Bitcoin doing Bitcoin things. Slack, how you doing? What is my opinion about gold? Gold broke the uptrend right now. Gold broke the uptrend right now. So we are, oh, one more thing I wanted to guys mention before I forget is we are breaking the weekly macro conversion line. Which, let me give you guys a little bit of, okay, so if you look at Bitcoin right here from history, okay, this is from where Bitcoin came into circulation. We've been holding this conversion line since August of 2024. Now, this is a macro conversion line, okay? What this essentially means is that this conversion line right here is going to be major support. We are breaking that. I'll let you guys use your imagination. Should you buy more XRP GTA Beast? Non-financial advice, but I see XRP coming down to about 58 cents in that area. Okay, I get it. The NASDAQ is dumping. Craig, how you doing? Nice seeing you on the live. Shout out to everybody, guys. We got the live trending. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the community. The thing is, buying XRP, I know a lot of people are buying the dip, guys, but you're breaking a trend. I can't make this clear enough. You're breaking a trend, an uptrend here from August of 2024. You already broke the 382. You already broke the channel. So what that essentially means is you're going to come down to about 91. You might range around 91. You're going to have, well, Look at that blank space from 140. Yeah, no, you're looking at around 59 to 60 cents on XRP. Could be a lot lower, but first let's talk about the actual. So I'm essentially looking at XRP hitting around, you're breaking the conversion line here too. So probably around 44 to 55 cents to about 60 cents on XRP. Will it hold that? Probably. I don't know. After that, I'm not sure. Okay, we've got 15 minutes left on this candle right here. A lot of people are going to try longing here, guys. A lot of people are going to try to get a scalp long right here. I can tell you that right now. Tim, I just seen your text. I'll put that up on the live. I will put that up on the live. Where's... So if you guys look right here, warning, the $1 trillion storm is coming. The U.S. Treasury has a massive problem. No, whatever. Okay. So essentially, I know we looked at this on the live previously, guys. This is the time when markets, so 2026 years of good times, high prices, and the time to sell stocks and value of all kinds. But it is nice to see right here because that would line up with massive sell-offs coming if people are taking profits in 2026. This is essentially the whole cycle of the world, whether you believe in it or not. It does look like there's a major sell-off coming because of the debt ceiling, right? All right, so the 5 minutes pretty much oversold. The one, we just got to pretty much wait for this 4-hour candle right here. And definitely non-financial advice, guys, for sure. Someone asked me to look at Pepe. Why not? A lot of these altcoins are going to go absolutely to zero. Pretty much. So Pepe is breaking the 382, the 618. So you're pretty much going to see Pepe probably come down here in range at about 000, whatever that is, 1520. It does have a wick, but I think Pepe is breaking that wick. Yeah, so you broke right here. So this actually would be a good short on Pepe. Well, the short would have been right here. What about Turbo? I know I said that Turbo was looking at a really good short opportunity. Turbo's getting close. So if Turbo breaks this wick right here off this double bottom, Turbo will literally dump almost 100%. 900%. So what I would do, guys, is I would put your horizontal line of support right here on Turbo. And if we end up breaking this wick, we're going to get a massive, massive drop on turbo. I've been waiting for this turbo short for a bit. Okay, now you're getting a bit of a range, right? And I expected it to range in this area right here. Again, for those of you just tuning in, guys, we are hitting a macro downtrend support. All right, like we're probably going to break it, but you got to keep in mind, this is a downtrend from 125K. So got to see how that 4-hour time frame fares out. I will say this, on the weekly, we are completely dropping at the bottom of the RSI. So the reason you're seeing a lot of sell-off happen is because your RSI is at the bottom on the weekly time frame. If you guys have not followed me on X, guys, go follow me. Beast X Bitcoin. I posted this January 30th. I said 57K Bitcoin price target bounced off the 382. We have broken the 800 SMA. The only time we've been under is when Bitcoin was 20K or lower. Okay. This was at 83K. 83K, guys. I posted this sell-off warning. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with Bitcoin. So we actually broke this little downtrend right here, whatever you want to call it. What do I think hype will do? I'm not sure. I am not sure what hype will do. I personally wouldn't be trading hype. Short-term bounce, absolutely, right? You're bouncing off of a main trend. But you got to keep in mind the daily, the weekly. In the shorter term, yeah, there's going to be some 1-minute candles. I'm just holding my short. There's no reason for me to get rid of my short. Now, if for whatever reason we end up breaking out, then that is a whole nother ball game. But we'll have to see. We got 7 minutes left here, right? Candle momentum doesn't really scare me, guys, when I'm looking at a weekly macro time frame. Obviously, I do want to take profit, but I'm in a really good position for my short. All right. Let's look at XRP. If XRP is bouncing, we got a little bit of a bounce here on XRP. Ripple leveraged in support of hype is what is helping it right now. Got it. So you're going to have a bit of support in this area, guys, on XRP around 119, 120. You're definitely going to have a bit of support right here. But once we break this area, we are going to absolutely dump down to about that 88-cent region. This is a massive wick on that flash crash. So if you're in an XRP short, keep an eye on that. I would even say, yeah, 92 would be my short-term bottom on the XRP short. Shout out to all the new people in the live, guys. If you're new to our channel, go subscribe or follow. It is 100% free. Don't need your money. Just come join in, hang out in the pack chat. beastlimitless.com and come hang out because a lot of people are active in this chat. Shout out to everybody for being active. Shout out to everybody posting charts, guys. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so we're retracing that little break of that 5-minute trend here that we broke. Five minutes left on this 4-hour capitulation. Yeah, poker this weekend. So anybody that wants to play poker, I'm going to be announcing it, and we'll be doing a poker tournament this weekend. Beast Poker. This is actually pretty fun to see because when you're in shorts and, you know, when you're following the direction of the market, you're eventually going to get paid, right? You guys got to keep in mind, how many drops has Bitcoin had? Like from 83 to whatever, just over and drop and drop and drop. I'm very shocked we haven't hit the top at about 85. Very, very shocked. What app are you going to use for poker? I think Poker Now. I think it is Poker Now. Yeah, this one right here, Poker Now. And then we're just going to use Crypto Wallet for the buy-ins. And then you guys could see it publicly. Targeted in that 57 to 56. That is what I want on Bitcoin. Curious where SNX is because I should have shorted this. It's probably below $1. Yeah, this is brutal. I really should have shorted this. I missed out on a really darn good short opportunity on synthetics, guys. I was waiting for this short because synthetics follows Ethereum like a lost puppy. If SNX synthetics breaks right here, we are just dropping, just absolutely dumping. That would be a good short. How about ADA, Cardano? We never really look at Cardano. I keep forgetting Cardano is in the large cap kind of realm. Mr. Whale, yo, bro, you're the best. I made 6K today with your help. Let's go. People making money. That is my goal. People making money, guys. All right. So ADA, Cardano, we have support right here. And that's life-changing money, guys. You got to keep in mind, I know friends and family. I talk to them on a daily basis. How much are you making at your job? $700 every week or every 2 weeks. Minimum wage is like $17 or $15. To make $1,000 in a day, guys, is a blessing, especially in this market and in this world. Don't take it for granted. A lot of us take it for granted. Actually, with that being said, I want to take a minute to be grateful because sometimes we're always looking for more, right? We're always looking for more. Like at this moment, I'm looking for Bitcoin to break a daily trend. Should I be happy with the profit I'm making? Yes. I will post the trade I'm in. Just to show you guys I'm still in this trade. I like putting my money where my mouth is and basically updating my trades on the live. But definitely take a minute, guys, and be grateful for where you are, because I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are not as lucky as us. Even if you lost over $100,000 in the market on spot, be grateful that you're making money. All right, so here is the trade I'm in at the moment. I like showing you guys my trade. Just puts it into plain perspective. Shout out to Ali on this Solana short, banging, making money. All right, so 15x, 71.4 was my entry, 67K, 15x, 83%, right? This was last night. I didn't want to go crazy greedy. I could have gone more leverage, but again, you're very bottomed here. Like, I'll be real with you guys. Sure, I'm calling Bitcoin to break, but you're very, very bottomed. It's really tough going high leverage when you're this bottomed. Okay, let's see. So we've got the 4-hour closing here. We might range here for a bit. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, I would say we range in this area for a bit. Just to try and get buying momentum. We would need to stay below this right here, this trend line in the shorter term. There's going to be buys in this area, guys. There are definitely going to be buys in this area because we're at a daily trend. I can't say it enough. We have a big fair value gap here, though, on the 1-hour time frame. Thomas, you just increased my already high respect. I appreciate you. Thank you. Big fair value gap here. Do we have a 4-hour? Oh, wow. We have a 4-hour fair value gap, too. So there's a possibility, guys, we range in this area till about the next 4-hour candle and then continue the drop. Or we just dropped. I set a stop loss on my Bitcoin short last night and it hit while I was driving, doubled that trade. Do I think it will bounce up to that fair value gap? I don't know what I think right now. Okay, so if I'm not going off emotions, I'm going to say we're going to continue to drop over the next 4 hours. If I'm going off of emotions, I'm going to say we range here for the next hour. Or we just completely dump right now. It's just really tough for me to say we're just going to break it right now when we're at a daily support. It's really hard for me to say that, but I do believe it is going to break. I watched a price prediction, guys, or a price update that Bitcoin's going to bounce off of 39K. Well, so if Bitcoin, just a little food for thought, if Bitcoin breaks this 382, we're coming down to 35. It is an if, it is a reality, because once we break this 382, We might have a bit of support around 44, but the 618 would be my next target. Keep in mind, if Bitcoin ends up breaking this 382, we got blank space to about 30K. So a lot of people aren't really seeing that, right? A lot of people are like, we're going to bounce, we're going to bounce. But look at this blank space on your VRVP. And I hate that I got to say these numbers. I don't like it. You think I like it? I don't like it. No, I don't like it. I like it if I'm in a short, but I'll take it any day. We're still getting a lot of viewers. You know, people are making money off the red. I'm just showing you guys what the fib is doing on the macro here. So I think my top trade, guys, would be River at the moment. Man, my okay, we get it. The NASDAQ is crossing. I don't know. I'd be using low leverage, very low leverage if I was shorting River, but it is looking like a pretty good short for sure. It's trying to drop, hasn't, but it's definitely trying to. Kind of is breaking. Let's look at the DXY. DXY is going up, obviously. DXY has some pretty insane bullish dive right now. Really, really crazy bullish divergence on the DXY. Wow, that is bullish dive for sure. And this is going to be oversold right here. I could see DXC pumping up to about 107. Okay, so like I said, guys, we're really just ranging in this area. Let me look at CoinGecko, see if I can see anything fun. We're not really pumping, but we are just ranging. It's just going to be very hard to hold. Nothing is really. Coin98 moved a bit. So here's a little move right here on Coin98. This is going to be a nice short. Nice 3-point trend right here breaking. I refuse to go for a long. Refuse. So I'm looking for a short. Really nice short right here. Again, if you guys would have got into stacks, you guys are printing profit. Off that huge drop. So you're kind of waiting for this 5-minute to be overbought. And even with it dropping and the 5-minute going up. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run up the live. Just got poker now. Not sure if you ever play Omaha. I do. Yes. It is a different game, and there's more strategy involved for sure. Wayne Rossi, good morning. I do want to see what the US 30 is doing this morning. Okay, same thing, just like the NASDAQ, dropping double top. Currently in an ETH short, next support for a take profit. So it looks like we are definitely going to range a bit, guys, before that 18-hour close. And then I would say come down at the maybe after the 18-hour close. So my first take profit on Ethereum is going to be about 1,600 to 1,400. Although there are more sells than buys in this area on ETH. So it could go a lot lower, but I'd be looking at about 1,400. I would say about 1,400 would be a good take profit on ETH because we're breaking the downtrend, which is crazy to me, but we are breaking the downtrend. So we'll go with it. You're going to have a little bounce around the 786, 886. 966, 900 would be a target. But first, let's get past this area right here. So I would say about $1,400 to $1,500 on Ethereum in that area. Ultimately at the bottom, around 1,400. We're pretty much right there, right? We've got a little support around 1,700. Man, my alert keeps on going off. I know the NASDAQ is dumping like crazy. I'm aware. NASDAQ, you're looking at about 23.5. Remember, guys, we got the London session tonight at 1 a.m. CST. Okay, that 5-minute overbought yet? 5-minute is almost overbought. So we're waiting until that 5-minute comes up. Guys, if Bitcoin breaks this, your shorts are absolutely going to print. Massive, massive profit about to be made if Bitcoin breaks it. Massive profit. And just so everybody knows, I am going against all my rules in crypto right now. Normally, I'm taking profit here. Normally, I'm calling a bounce right here. But we are not in a normal market. I'm all spent for the day. Bought a bunch of positions, energy, metals, crypto. Buying crypto is very, very tough right now. But metals and energy for sure is really good. All my alerts are going off, guys. All of them. $100x short at 64, 66.4. Not necessarily. Okay, so the 5-minute's almost overbought here. Should start coming down after this 5-minute is overbought. London session is too late for you. No worries. We're live at New York and then 2 days during the week. Tokyo is too quiet. funding rate flipped to be negative. On Bitcoin, now, guys, I will say something. If you want a little tip on why I've been so correct on a lot of my price updates, it is because I turn the TV off, I turn the website off, I turn the radio off, I turn my notifications off. I don't pay attention to media. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I think before I've said you shouldn't. You should definitely be aware, but I don't pay attention to any news. I am 100% on my own, in my own brain. I don't let news influence my thought process on the direction of the market. All this stuff going on in this planet, it is very easy to get sidetracked with what people want you to, the direction they want you to go. I have solely 100% based this off of TA and intuition. Just so people know why. I don't ever look at any news, ever. I used to a long time ago, and then I realized it was not helping me. XRP bottom price probably around 55 to 40, in the shorter term 90. Okay, so we're just doing just that, guys. We're ranging, right? Like, we've got a fair value gap here. Ranging, ranging, ranging. 18 hours obviously dropping here. We've got an 18-hour close coming up in 1 hour and 43 minutes. Shout out to everybody subscribing to the channel, guys. We're over 500. We're close to monetization. That'll be pretty cool. So silver has got a real nice double bottom here, triple bottom even. Silver broke trend, so I could see silver coming back to around $50-ish in that region. That is crazy how much silver dropped from the top. Sinster Scalper Cello or CLO. Are you talking a stock or are you talking about crypto? I imagine you're talking about stock. Or are you talking about crypto? You might be talking about crypto. Well, this thing is dumping like crazy. CLO. That would have been a nice short right here at 14. It is just crashing and burning. Not much to say right there. Send an alert above the breakout. MSTR. You're looking at it going down, down, down. Holy, MicroStrategy is dumping too. Oh, that's not good for MSTR. Woo! Not good at all. Look at this. Your 800 estimate. So here's a fun price update for Mike. I got to start doing these videos now that. So I could see MicroStrategy going to $30. I think I need a slap in the face, guys, of how bearish I'm being. I'm not trying to be bearish. I'm really not. So ultimately around 57 and then around 30. Again, you had a big rising wedge on MicroStrategy here. You're breaking the 382. 50 in the shorter term, right? But once a weekly trend is breaking like this, guys. Okay, so statistically, if you guys look at a weekend trend, a weekly trend, this is a yearly trend typically, right? Statistically, you're going to come back down to the bottom of that rising wedge, okay? Just letting everybody know that. I'm not going to give you guys price numbers on Bitcoin on the rising wedge. You guys could go do it yourself. But statistically, when you break a rising wedge, you are going to come back down to the bottom 80% of the time. Do what you want with that information. There is no point of me even saying where Bitcoin could go. If a rising wedge is a rising wedge, guys, that's as bearish as you can be. A falling wedge is a falling wedge. That is as bullish as you can be, right? Like, look at this rising wedge right here. From 9,000 to about 66. We pretty much dropped all the way back down to about 9. It is what it is. Okay, guys, so we're going to end the live off there. Nothing is really happening. We're probably going to range for the next couple of hours. Range pump, range drop, range pump. We got a London live today at 1 a.m. CST. I hope you guys have a great day. Set your stop losses and profit, guys. Protect your capital. And if you guys aren't in beastlimitless.com, go join it. If you're new, I appreciate you for coming on live. Right here. Get active in the chat. Go share your wins, all right, guys? Steve, shout out to you, brother. I've almost recovered 50% of my 200K loss holding spots of 2023. Look at this guy crushing it. 14K, 18K, 20,000. These are all trades that I suggested too, so I feel pretty honored. But keep in mind, guys, Bitcoin is probably going to range in this area. We've got a lot of buys down here because this is a daily trend. If you're looking at scalping, you might be taking profit. If you're looking at holding, you might be waiting. If this fair value gap breaks, so we probably are going to go back up, although there is a downtrend. So keep an eye on that. And London at 1 a.m. CST. Just because I think where the market is going, guys, it doesn't matter what I think. The market is going to do what the market does. So make sure you guys just protect your capital, okay? Making money is making money. And then the hat today is make crypto great again. If you guys have not seen my website, I guess you guys haven't seen my website. I should. So if you guys want to, okay. So this is like old. Back to my old days. A lot of people don't know me from the old days, which is fine. But the hat is the Make Crypto Great Again hat, which we made. Where is it? This is the hat I'm wearing right here. We gotta update all of this. But Make Crypto Great Again is essentially what I'm wearing. I'm wearing it all in all black. We'll update it eventually. We got to figure out the logos on the hats and all of that jazz. But appreciate you guys. Hope you all have a great day. 1 a.m., guys. Be here for around that time. Bitcoin might come up in the shorter term. We might come up in the shorter term. We'll have to see what we do into this 18-hour close. Have a great day.